Another week, another story, another headline full of doubt. They say move on, forget about it, but we're the ones that don't black out. We come from pain, we come from questions, from things they said we shouldn't see. But Thursday night we show up strong, just looking for the real truth. Honestly, we ain't perfect, we ain't famous, we're just people with a voice, tired of being told to hush, like silence was the only choice. This is Thursday Night Family, rock chalk standing side by side, not for drama, not for clout, just for truth they try to hide. We don't need power, we don't need fame, we just refuse to look away. Different stories, same heartbeat, that's the rock chalk way. We've seen systems fail, they're broken, we've seen justice come too late, we've seen lies wrapped up in labels, while real people carry the weight. So we light up the comments, we hold each other through the noise. When nobody else is listening, we become each other's voice. This is Thursday Night Family, rock chalk standing side by side, not for drama, not for clout, just for truth they try to hide. We don't need power, we don't need fame, we just refuse to look away. Different stories, same heartbeat, that's the rock chalk way. We've lost friends, we've lost faith, but we never lost each other. In a world that loves to divide, we chose to call ourselves family. Not left, not right, not that gay, just real people, real pain, real love, real fight, showing up every Thursday night. This is Thursday Night Family, rock chalk louder than the lies. We're not here to tear down people, we're here to make the truth rise. So if you're tired, if you're hurting, if you feel like no one stays, pull up a chair, you're home now. This is the rock chalk way. Same time, same place, different stories, same family. Thursday night, rock chalk forever.
All right, here we are. Okay, so we're just going to start with who's in here. I see Beach Babies here. I see Red Flags. Girly Girl 420. Jay Thomas from Greeley, Colorado. Prayers for Rock's health. I'm going to make it. Listen, eventually I'm going to get all this cancer cut out. That's how that's going to be. Sid Sharp from Louisiana. Good to see you. All right, so on this question here, what are those search warrants transfers on Cora's dockets? They were recent, and Tads and Grannies both have a lot of them back in November 2024. Where they're blocked, where you can't see them. And listen, with this case, you never know what's going on. I mean, we could request them. I wished I'd have known I'd just got them when I was there. So let me check into that. But who knows with this case? That's what I got to say about that. But we will check. Hey, Yippee-ki-yay. Hey, Rocket Chat. Hope everyone is having a great evening. I'm having a great evening. My granddaughter was out of school today and tomorrow, so I had her today. So I didn't get a lot of stuff done today. Hey, USMC Cowgirl, good to see you. Good evening. Anyway, I had my granddaughter today, and listen, we colored rocks, we colored all kinds of things. We painted. It was a busy day, so I really didn't have time to do a whole lot. But there is one thing that I've really been wanting to talk about. We talked about it before, and that's going to be Morton County, the sheriff in Elkhart, Morton County. So they held a council meeting on February 4th, and they're asking for registered voters to vote. They need several signatures, and they only got 30 days to do it. They're saying for 9 months the sheriff didn't turn in vouchers, which now there's several bills unpaid in Morton County because of that. They're also saying mishandling of a case. The sheriff there didn't show up for the case, and cost the city there $10,000. A while back, we went over this, and that town had asked for, or that county had asked for Chris Kobach to get involved. They asked for state troopers to come. Hey, Dan, good to see you. They asked for state troopers to come, and honestly, it looked like a lot of people showed up at their town hall meeting. Now, I know a lot of people has bad feelings about Derek, but he does have a new paper that he's writing for. It looks pretty good to me. I want to share it with you. Let's see here. Let me back out of this so I can show you. It's called the Gazette 56. Okay. And again, he went on February 4th to that meeting, and it's on here. I couldn't hardly hear it that well, but him and Hope talks at the end. So you might go check it out. I'm not going to play it because he already struck my channel before, so we're not going to play it. But if you're in that area and you want to go watch Gazette 56, that's Derek's, and him and Hope was at that meeting on February 4th. So there's that. Let me see if I can get to the top of the page so you can see it. This is not debated on playing it. I was going to play it, but last time, even if I ask him, because we asked him last time, and we all know how that ended up. He said I could use his stuff. I ended my live, had everybody go to his live, and then a couple months later, he struck my channel. So we've learned a lesson with him. But go check it out if you're from that area and you want to see what happened in that meeting. Hey, Sherry Berry, good to see you. Good evening, cuties. Popping in to say hello. Hey, Rock. It's good to see you. Good to see you. So the other thing that's going on is I don't know what's going on with OSCN. Several people's hit me up. I noticed the other day, actually, several people noticed, and along with me, I had noticed it, and I thought I just typed it in wrong. But for some reason, Tad Column's OSCN keeps disappearing, and then it comes back. So I don't know what's going on there. When I called the clerk's office, she said it was just a glitch in the system, but it seems to be happening a lot. Seems to be happening a lot. So that's the two things that I really wanted to go over. Really want to keep an eye on that Morton County. They're trying to recall the sheriff. I want to keep an eye on that. Will it happen? We'll have to see. Might happen. A lot of people in that area thinks that area is very crooked, especially in Elkhart. Even people that's lived there all their life in Elkhart. I've seen also here lately that Governor Stitt is really fighting with President Trump. They've been going back and forth for the last couple of days. I wonder how that's going to affect things. It seems like Trump's getting pretty pissed at the governor of Oklahoma. But one thing that I found interesting was something that was released today. Is back in 2009, we actually went and looked at electric cars because they said eventually everybody was going to have electric cars. Just wasn't something suitable for us because you can't go long distance with them. So today, there was something that interested me. Is Grumpy always kidding? He told me to tell you hello. He's Grumpy Oys. Who's Grumpy Oys? Oh, I missed something here. Okay, sorry. Let me back up. How's Grumpy Berry? Okay, gotcha. Hey, Justified, good to see you. Just got in the house. All right. Hope you're feeling better. Also, guys, man, Christopher needs some prayers. He's getting evicted. He has till March. Let me look and see what the text message was. He said he was set up. Not sure what exactly is going on. He did not respond back to me. I think it's coming to an end. I got a determination letter. I got to be out by March 6th. I got a number to call if I was wanting to fight it. I'm going to fight it. He said he's going to tell me the whole story, but he got ambushed. He got in trouble for his dog. It's just kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm not buying an electric car either. So let me get to that. President Trump just saved the day on that.
This is a big one. For example, under the endangerment finding, they forced the hated start-stop feature onto American consumers, which unnecessarily shuts off a car's engine when you stop at a red light. In other words, the engine goes off. That's great. The endangerment finding was also used to impose the massive and really very expensive electric vehicle mandate, expensive in the sense that nobody wanted it. Everybody was going to be forced to buy an electric car in a very short period of time, even though you can't power the car, because we would have had to spend $5 trillion on power stations. That's all dead, gone, over.
The Trump EPA has finalized the single largest act of deregulation in the history of the United States of America. Referred to by some as the holy grail of federal regulatory overreach, the 2009 Obama EPA endangerment finding led to trillions of dollars in regulations that strangled entire sectors of the United States economy, including the American auto industry. The endangerment finding and the regulations that were based on it didn't just regulate emissions. It regulated and targeted the American dream. And now the endangerment finding is hereby eliminated.
There you go. Oops, there was that. You know, also, this Nancy Guthrie, missing Nancy Guthrie, I find it really odd that TMZ keeps getting these letters. Why does TMZ keep getting these letters? I've been watching JLR. Listen, I'm not a fan of his, but he's been doing some hella good coverage. He's been boots on the ground. He has 50,000 people in there watching. So if you're interested in the Nancy Guthrie, go check him out. I'm going to pull it up so that you guys can see it. But he's there night and day, and I'm going to share his link here so you guys can see it. I'll share it in the chat. He's been having a good time. He's been having a good time because at 5 o'clock, everybody's doing their newscasts, and at 6 o'clock, and he's filming them do their newscasts. He did Brian Hinton earlier. It was pretty funny. Okay, here is his channel. Like I said, if you're following the Nancy Guthrie case, Savannah Guthrie's mom missing out of Tucson, Arizona, JLR has it. And this is JLR. Again, he's enjoying filming all the newscasters at 5 and 6. I think JLR makes them nervous. This is funny. Anyway, go check it out. Very interesting. I'm going to stop it. I just wanted to show you guys that. Let's see here. What else is there? This was JLR's. There you go. So you don't have to worry about electric cars. Okay. And I just wonder what's going on with this Nancy Guthrie case. It's kind of crazy. There is something that I'm working on. I told you guys the other day about about a case that happened in Wichita. It had to do with the chief of police, and he was running for he was the mayor. His grandson, Carlos's son. Anyway, came across something. I haven't got to dig into it a whole lot. Let me see if I can. It's the Brewer case. I'm curious what you guys think of this. So I'm going to look into it some more. Let me shoot this to my computer, show it to you. I found a journalist that was writing, and it's crazy. Here we go. I'll get to my sharp get to your here in just a second. Give me just a second. The way I got to download stuff sometimes is so annoying. Okay, let's see here. Brewer. Let me get this to where it comes up real quick. I should have been more prepared. Sorry. Playing with grandkid all day. And listen, she's a lot of work. She is a lot of work. Okay, let me get to your chat. Because those are scammer letters. I bet it's not even a kidnapping. I don't know. I think someone abducted her, took her to the desert, and then an opportunist scammer sent TMZ a note. Well, supposedly they sent them 2 notes now, but it's definitely got questions. Hey, Nona. Dan says, seems like an inside job. Yeah, it does. Sure does. I agree with that. So does Simi. You know what? Tomato, right? Tomato. Polly's son-in-law. I think that Mexican looks sus to us. Dolly sits in his chair. Dolly sits in his chair. I can't hardly watch him because he sits in his chair. At least JLR is running around and keeps my mind busy because he's always doing something. Dolly just sits there. But that's my opinion. I tried to watch Dolly. Everybody has their own things, and I'm glad you like him. To me, he wasn't even getting up and walking. He was just sitting in that damn chair. It drove me nuts. Maybe I caught him at a bad time. I don't know. But JLR definitely is out driving everywhere. SIL bandmate fits the profile. Ooh, I don't even know who that is. SIL bandmate. Skyline says the police chief and liberal came there after getting bounced from Wichita on a text messaging scandal. What is that about? Don't let me hanging. The police chief and liberal came there after getting bounced from Wichita. Which police chief? What are you talking about? Gotta help me out. Both Savannah and her husband, both in the Epstein files that just came out recently. I've never heard of Dolly. Dolly's a dude's name. Dolly, listen, I'm going to show you Dolly. But he didn't even dress for the occasion. His pants are bagging. I'm going to show you guys who Dolly is. Yes, JLR. Listen, I know JLR's past, and I know he's kind of weird. But he's doing a very good job. Let me pull up Dolly. That way you got couples to watch. Dolly quits at a certain time. JLR goes all night. So that's the other thing I like. JLR is definitely going all night. No, his name's Dolly, but wait till you see him. He should clean himself up. That's my opinion. And a while back, there was rumors that he slept with another creator. I don't know. Let's see. See, he's already ended for the night. Dolly's already ended for the night.
I don't know if my notifications went out, so I'll give you a few minutes.
Let's see here. He's got these baggy ass sweats on today.
Yes. Got the right plug. I need to plug in my gimbal. That way, when I'm walking around with you guys, it ain't all shaky. So I'll show.
Where's he at?
From the mountain sound.
Oh,
you bring y'all the information. Somebody had left in my comments, I hope you enjoying your vacation. I guess they don't realize that I'm in the desert with sticker bushes and cactuses.
But he's been sitting
You
in
know,
that damn
I
chair.
wouldn't consider the desert a vacation. Now, I don't think they get Dolly. A vacation to me is sitting on the beach somewhere with my toes in the sand,
Anyway,
sipping on.
there's Dolly. I'll share it. Like I said, if he's your cup of tea, great. He's just not my cup of tea. And again, at least JLR is up and everywhere. Dolly hardly gets out of that damn chair. JLR's had over 60,000 watching him. 60,000 watching him. That's a lot. It's a lot. Anyway, I'm not knocking it. If you like him, that's great. I'm sure he's a nice guy. He's just not somebody I can follow. I've tried. I've even tried to watch that Turtle Island thing. Okay, the current one conveniently retired from Wichita PD in the midst of a text messaging scandal and then got hired chief and liberal. Wait, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to have to look at that. I'll have to look at that. It's interesting. Dolly the sheep clone. Yeah, I'm not a fan either. I will. JLR has been doing really, really good. But listen, you like who you like. That's just how it goes. If you like Dolly, stick with Dolly. I have no problem with that. Like, I think you should follow whoever you like. He's just not my cup of tea, though. Somebody Sharp says, no, I'll pass. Kind of gives me the icks. He does give me the icks. And JLR was walking around. JLR, shit, he probably gets 5,000 steps a day. JLR is getting a lot of steps. But he had a video when he was videoing today, and you could see Dolly. And he had these baggy-ass pants on, and the crotch was clear down to the knees. Listen, not my thing. Excuse me. Okay, what have I missed? Had to finish up some things. Well, you don't have to worry about electric cars anymore because Trump stopped that. It's not going to happen. Jezebel Witch says, I saw that guy that y'all talked to during the search for the Kansas moms. I don't remember his name. The guy we talked to during the search for the Kansas moms. Are you talking Dan? He was covering it and interviewed the sheriff. Are you talking? You're talking, oh, Brian Hinton. You're talking about Brian Hinton. Brian Hinton's not even walking around like JLR is. Listen, I'm just going to say, he does get the tea. I agree. And he puts the work in. He definitely puts the work in. No, I think they're talking about Brian Hinton. Because remember when Brian Hinton was at the courthouse and Oblivious Benson says, go up and knock his clipboard out. And I went up and was talking to him, and his shirt was so tight, the buttons was fixing to pop. So, I believe they're talking about Brian Hinton. Listen, I watch Brian Hinton, and yes, I know he's there. I'm just saying, if you want somebody that's boots on the ground and is moving around a lot, JLR's your guy. I've been watching him all day, just on the side while I was playing with the granddaughter and doing these. Listen, this is how this goes. Hey, Mom. Callie don't have school Thursday or Friday. This is yesterday. Can she stay with you? Yeah. They show up this morning with all this stuff. And she says, here's some projects for you guys to do. I said, projects for you guys to do? She said, yeah, you need to do projects with your granddaughter. So anyway, she had me all set up. My day was busy. Okay. And listen, I never knew a 6-year-old could eat so much. That granddaughter, every time I turned around, she was hungry. Was his diaper full? I don't know. Listen, I could go to JLR's and show you his baggy sweats that he had on. It was like, what is going on here? Could you even dress up for the occasion? But listen, JLR's in shorts and a t-shirt. But anyway, it is what it is. Follow who you like. But I'm going to show you a little bit of JLR because, listen, he's got whatever, OCD or something because he can't ever sit still. And I like that.
All right, I got to go start.
See how many he's got following him right
here.
now.
No problem.
Even if he's filming all the other
happens.
people.
Thanks for hanging out with me.
Yeah.
If I
Well, he's
said
at
I'll be out here tomorrow, we'll talk soon.
32,659 right now.
If anything
Talking
breaks,
to the
I'll
neighbors.
shoot you a
Listen,
text. You do
anybody
the
that walks
same.
by, he talks
Thanks,
to.
man. Be safe.
He's not
Thanks for coming
afraid to
out.
talk. Oh, so yesterday a pizza guy, somebody ordered pizza and he walked all the way up to Nancy's house, and just about 20 minutes ago, Amazon showed up and walked up there too. So they got to lock that down. Got an itch in my throat, but yeah, they started putting flyers outside Nancy's house. Now let me tell you this: JLR keeps going from here to Tomato's house, back and forth, Annie and Tomato's house. So to me, that's interesting than to just sit and watch nothing. So there's that. So Valentine's Day's coming up. Gross, yeah. Camping with the Katia tonight. Camping with the Katia. What is the Katia? You was near there today? Yeah, I thought you was gonna go there. Did you see how many people is there? How many people's there? Yeah, yesterday Dolly bought JLR coffee, I think. But Dolly just stays in that one spot. Again. So Valentine's Day's coming up. You guys ready for it? That's this weekend. Hopefully everybody has a good Valentine's Day. That's something that I don't really celebrate a lot. That's right. Tomorrow's Friday the 13th. I told James I want a cow for Valentine's Day. Yeah, good luck with that. That's something that we don't really celebrate. We buy stuff for the grandkids, but not for us. Tomorrow is Friday the 13th. Woohoo! Friday the 13th. Yeah, I don't celebrate either. I just don't. It's not that big a deal for me. It's just another day. That's right, girly girl. Girly girl don't celebrate it either. She'll be working. Listen, when you get our age, it's just another day. Now, I get it that, like, the grandkids celebrate Valentine's Day. I have no problem with that. But we're grown adults. I don't got to be taken to dinner for Valentine's Day. It's just another day. Meh. Hate V-Day. Yeah, I know. I did make a song, though, okay, for Valentine's Day. That's the most you're going to get from me. If you're looking for Valentine's Day cards in the mail, you better keep looking because they're not there. Valentine's Day has never been one of my favorite things to do. You know, I mean, if me and Rick hardly ever go out to eat, but we don't need Valentine's Day to do that if that's what we want to do. As a matter of fact, we had Taco Rio when Journey was here, and we hadn't eaten out in probably 8 months. No. Jezebel Witch says, ever since they pulled that lockdown when I dressed up like Cupid. No. Do you got pictures of that or any videos? Because we all want to see it, okay? We want to see it. I don't celebrate anymore since I lost my husband 5 months ago. That's so sad. Hopefully you're doing well. Listen, you'll never forget about them, okay? But they would want you to live on, for sure. That's sad. I don't know what I'd do if something happens to Rick. It would just be heartbreaking. We'll have to pray for you because that's a lot. I do have grandkids this weekend. There you go. Jezebel Witch says, laughing my fucking ass off. Y'all would. Listen, we need some entertainment, okay? Send it to us. Or can anybody get that? Hey, I see red flags. Can you pull that off the Wayback Machine? Come on. Justified. I just want chocolate covered strawberries. I can make you chocolate covered strawberries. I got strawberries and I got chocolate. See? It'd be a lot cheaper too. Tell me about Tiffany's court date. I missed so much lately. Okay, so there was no emotion from her. They talked about the essay. It was proven that did happen. They spent the whole morning, defense did, talking about the essay. They had signed affidavits, and that's what they read. And then prosecution had affidavits to read too. The OSBI agent, he was helping read stuff from. Listen, I've never seen an OSBI agent sit up there with the prosecutor. Any law enforcement sit up there with the prosecutor. But he sat up there with the prosecutor and he helped the prosecutor read stuff. It was weird. It was so weird. But I heard when some people went to Hooker the other day that the guy sitting next to Buddy Leach that was helping Buddy Leach was also an OSBI agent. So I don't know. Listen, you guys do stuff so damn backwards down there in Oklahoma. I just can't figure you guys out. But it just don't seem right. That's for sure. But anyway, I'll be honest, Cheyenne, it just seems like there's something going on. Like, is there a possibility that, she was the GOP for the Republican Party down there? Is there a possibility that this is the last part for Governor Stitt? And could she get pardoned? I don't know. Could she get pardoned? It's just kind of scary to think about it. Because that's what I was trying to bring up. Oh, so let me show you why I was trying to bring that up. Okay, hold on. Okay, this here. I'm going to read it to you. Let me get that off of there. Come across this, and I haven't had a chance to investigate, but this Shayla Johnston is out of Broomfield, Colorado. Need inspiration to stay loud about government protection of pedophiles. Here's a success story. Kansas journalists busted through court seals and redaction in the Evan Brewer murder by an interstate child sex trafficker in 2017. Stephen Bodine now serves 109.5 state prison sentence. Thus far, the Kansas Supreme Court justices have been unsuccessful in escalating a federal prosecution to secure Bodine's pardon by President Trump. Again, I've been talking about how, can Tiffany get pardoned? I don't know, but now I got to check into this because I was heavily involved in this case. Evan's grandfather, former mayor in Wichita and candidate for Kansas governor, went to local journalists to demand transparency and accountability for government actors who were obstructing justice. And listen, he got nowhere with it. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. So, listen, when I say, can Tiffany get pardoned? It scares me. It's not because I want it to happen. She was just way too nonchalant. Could it happen? I don't know. I think they've got a plan. Something's going on. You don't go from fighting it to giving it up and taking not necessarily a plea. She didn't plead guilty or not guilty. Why is that? Why does she not have to testify against anybody else? So I have a lot of questions. Hopefully that caught you up. So, and Tad's court will start October 19th. And that's another one that scares the hell out of me. Big time. Somebody Sharp said it usually Carnival, aka Mardi Gras. So my fellow usually has to work. He works for a production company and they busy. I did some volunteer work for pit bulls and parolees. Are you close to New Orleans? Just curious. I went and worked there for a month and a half. Pit bulls and parolees. Journey says, I am in Cactus Forest camping in Tucson, Arizona. Nice. Wow. Hey, K. Joe. My thoughts exactly. It's all beyond weird. Listen, me too. And I get some nasty emails and some nasty comments because I bring things up. Anybody that knows me knows I don't want that to happen. I bring things up because you never know what can happen. So I would rather say, hey, is this a possibility? And piss people off to where they talk about it and then it don't happen. Okay? Then it to happen. Because once things are changed, like the Jesse Butler, it's really hard to change them back. It's very scary. So I'd rather bring it to the public. Let's talk about it and go from there. God, I pray she doesn't. Me too. I see for red flags. With all those affidavits during her court that said about SA could be part of her plan. Yeah, listen, they definitely proved the SA. Sure did. Up to south about 45 minutes. My ex lives in Ocean Springs. And my daughter lived down there for a little bit and I had to go get her. Spent a lot of time down there. Beautiful country. It's, if you know where Ocean Springs is, been there a few times. Anyway, just because I say something or I bring something up, because the way I understand it is the governor can pardon anybody for anything, right? That's the way I understand it. Now, I had a lot of people also email me and say, hey, Rock, I don't think she's that important. I don't think she's that important with the GOP. Well, we don't know. Listen, politics run deep. Politics run deep, and they're scary. A lot of things happen with politics. I don't put anything past politics. Listen, I worked for the state for 25 years. I know exactly how politics work. It's not fun. Hey, Rock, I still remember that day with Tad's mom and her hitting you and knocking your glasses off, and I caught her on camera. Yeah, that's crazy. We just talked about that the other day. Well, she was struggling with me trying to get my phone, is what happened there. She was trying to get my phone out of my hand. Yeah, you know, I'll be honest. I actually feel sorry for her. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't think she knew any of this was going on, and this has really turned her life upside down. I don't make it right what she's did. But I could turn around and press charges myself. But listen, I think her life has been turned upside down too. So we're going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Ocean Springs, Mississippi. I lived there once. Yeah, listen, if you're not from the Louisiana area, they have a lot going on when it comes to Mardi Gras. All the little towns in the area have Mardi Gras parades, and they're really cool to check out. So if you're ever, going to go down to Mardi Gras, check out the little towns around there. Even over in Mississippi, because they all do parades. Christopher, you're supposed to get back with me. I was telling everybody they need to pray for you. Hello, she had a plan. She does have a plan. I don't know what that plan is, but it sure looked like she has a plan, and it's a scary plan. Listen, politics, you live by them and you die by them, and I see a lot of things happen with politics. Girly Girl can tell you that too. We've watched a lot of crazy shit happen with politics. So I don't put anything past politics. And why is Governor Stitt fighting with Trump? This is kind of crazy. Have you guys seen that? Let me see if I can pull it up. This is crazy. It's been all over your news. And it seems really stupid to just keep letting it go. Oh, it looks like Balls and Buds is live too. We'll have to go check it out. Okay, this is the one from 21 hours ago, and then there's one from 11 hours ago. Okay.
New tonight, Governor Stitt called out and insulted by President Donald Trump online today.
The fallout stemming from events involving an annual gathering of governors at the White House.
So traditionally, there are two events for the president to host, both a bipartisan work meeting and a black tie dinner at the White House for attendees. But several Democratic governors said that they would not attend this year after the president did not invite all of them. Governor Stitt is the chair of the NGA, the National Governors Association, and sent a letter to his fellow governors saying, quote, "We cannot allow one divisive action to achieve its goal of dividing us."
And in his letter, Stitt said that the NGA was informed of the White House's decision to limit invitations to the annual business meeting, and due to the organization's mission to represent all 50 states, NGA would no longer be serving as facilitator for the event.
Well, President Trump fired back at Stitt online today, calling him a rhino, an insult meaning Republican in name only. Trump says that he actually invited all governors except for two of them, the Democratic governors of Colorado and Maryland, saying, quote, "As usual with him, Stitt got it wrong."
Well, the governor's office says a lot of this is simply miscommunication and bad timing, and sent us a statement today saying Governor Stitt received his invitation on Monday and looks forward to the rest of his colleagues receiving their invitations today.
But new tonight, the president has already doubled down, making another post about Governor Stitt on his site Truth Social, saying, when Kevin Stitt, the very mediocre, at best, rhino governor of Oklahoma, was losing his election to a Democrat, primarily because he did a bad job, he called for my help. I endorsed him, and he won. Sorry, my cherished Oklahoma.
Okay, I just want to say this. If you knew he was doing a bad job, this is where politics come in. Why would you try to help promote him? Election to a Democrat, primarily because he did a bad job. He called for my help, I endorsed him. When you already knew he was doing a bad job, okay, that makes no sense, right?
To have done that to you. This is a developing story. We will continue to update you on the latest as it becomes available online.
And there was more.
Well, new details this morning as Governor Kevin Stitt and President Donald Trump seem at odds over an annual National Governors Association meeting.
And President Trump posting to Truth Social yesterday targeting the governor. KOCO's Jordan Ryan. She joins us now with a timeline of that tension, Jordan.
Yeah, this all started on Monday. Governor Kevin Stitt, who leads the National Governors Association, sent out a notice to the members that the annual meeting would no longer be facilitated by the NGA because only Republican governors were being invited by the White House. KOCO's Dakota Wapakichi asked the governor yesterday morning if he thought this situation would cause issues between him and the president.
So obviously you have this partnership last year, Make Oklahoma Healthy Again. Yesterday news came out about the NGA, a group that you spearhead, kind of pushing back seemingly against the president. Do you worry that something like that could impact partnerships like this, and can you comment on that?
Not at all. First off, I just got off the phone with the president before I came out here, and the thing with the dinner that happens every single year at the White House with the National Governors Association, it's all 50 governors. So all we said was, hey, if the president can invite whoever he wants to the White House, the NGA is not the right facilitator if it's going to be just not every single governor.
Governor Stitt later sent out an update that governors from all 55 states and territories were now invited, saying there was a misunderstanding. Just after that, we heard from the president on social media about the situation, claiming Governor Stitt was originally incorrect about who was invited. He also wrote the governors from Colorado and Maryland were the only ones not invited because he did not think they were, quote, worthy of being there. The president had more to say to Governor Stitt online. We'll have that at 6:30 this morning. For now, Jordan Ryan, KOCO 5 News.
Great. Anyway, they're going back and forth. They're going back and forth. Anyway, there was another one, but I don't see it on here. Oh, maybe this is it.
The back and forth between President Donald Trump and Governor Kevin Stitt continuing today.
It started with why and which governors will be invited to the White House next week. We have KOCO's Patrick Talbot speaking to local lawmakers today about this. So, Patrick, what did they tell you?
Evan, that's absolutely right. I spoke with lawmakers today, and some are telling me that there could be some repercussions from this situation, and they're concerned about that, but they're also proud of Governor Kevin Stitt for standing up for bipartisanship.
This is all the more reason we have to work together, and we need him focused on Oklahoma and not fighting back and forth with him.
Local lawmakers reacting to the back and forth between Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt and President Donald Trump. President Trump releasing a series of posts on Wednesday and Thursday calling Governor Stitt a Republican in name only and saying that Stitt won his re-election back in 2022 because of his endorsement. This after Governor Kevin Stitt said that the National Governors Association, or the NGA, would no longer facilitate an annual business meeting at the White House next week because Democrat governors would not be invited to the meeting. Some state lawmakers voicing their concerns that this disagreement could negatively affect Oklahomans.
To your question about being fearful of losing federal funds, I guess we wouldn't put it past this president.
Always concerned about how those kind of relationships could affect state funds. That's always an issue.
While others think this is a disagreement between two people and it won't impact Oklahomans.
I don't anticipate any backlash on the people of Oklahoma. You know, that dispute between those two individuals has been going on, and it kind of culminated, I think, when the governor endorsed someone else in the presidential race.
The Speaker of the House referring to 2024 when Governor Kevin Stitt endorsed Florida Governor Ron DeSantis as the Republican nominee for President of the United States. State Democrats giving credit to Governor Kevin Stitt for standing up for bipartisanship.
The governor has taken a hard stand a couple of times this year in the interest of making sure we're finding common ground. I'm grateful for that.
I am thankful that the governor recognized, leaving out governors who are Democratic governors out of a conversation that historically has included all governors across the state.
And an update to that situation on Wednesday, Governor Stitt sent out a second letter to members of the NGA saying that the president has now invited all governors to come be a part of that business meeting next Friday at the White House. Reporting live in the Capitol, Patrick Talbot.
There you go. Let me get to chat. Okay. Yes, she has a plan. I agree. Joe says, I tell you, it's not what you know, it's who you know out there. I could tell you stories all night and all true. They do what they want to do. And Tiffany does have people in high places. That's what I've heard. Listen, you're not the GOP of the Republican Party for no reason, right? It's crazy. Girly Girl says she don't feel sorry for Tad's mom. I don't feel sorry for Granny 2.0. Someone who lies as much as she did. Nope, sympathy or empathy from me. Listen, you know how I felt. But there we was. Semi Sharp says, yep, we sure do. We locals don't even go to the city. We do the small town parades. They know what's up. My town, I can't even say that name. That's the best in the area. Yes, listen, I love Mardi Gras. We should all go to Mardi Gras some year. City parades are for the ones who live in the French Quarter and tourists. Still, I'm a tourist. It's a lot of fun. Joe says, Oklahoma is 50th in education and 49th in healthcare. I'm an Okie. It proves their priorities. It's so corrupt here in the Bible Belt, so-called Bible Belt. I know. Listen, I've said this 1,000 times. Oklahoma, I've thought a lot of Oklahoma. And ever since I've been to the Panhandle, started seeing stuff, I wouldn't want to live there. It's sad. Got a lot of family in Oklahoma. Trump needs to stop posting shit on social media, especially at 3 a.m. Well, it seems like they were going back and forth. And listen, you're never going to stop Trump from posting shit. That's just what he does, right? It's just what he does. TIB. Oh, no. Yeah. That's just what he does, right? It's what he likes to do. I sure would like to know what's going on in Elkhart, though, with Morton County Sheriff. That seems pretty crazy. And let's not forget about Boise City. You got your undersheriff there in Cimarron County, who is in the middle of a huge lawsuit. And I've been told by several people he's harassing certain people and following them. Davidson's his name. I'm kind of curious if you got stories about Davidson, too. Joe Wise says, exactly. Tiffany and I are the same age. I grew up in Boise City. She grew up in Metz. For a small town, she had power. It's just the way it is out here. All about the money. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I've been to Keys several times. She grew up in Keys. Sorry, 15 miles away. Yeah. Listen, I've had people say she used to be a really nice lady, too. I don't know. That's what they say. Simi Sharp says, that's how you say Thibodeau. Oh, Thibodeau. Okay. That's the best you're going to get from me. It's the best you're going to get from me out of that. I was going to show you guys something else. Oh, dang it. Now my mind's blank. There was one more thing. I guess I could do it come Tuesday. Man. Anyway, if you hear anything about Morton County and what's going on there, let me know. I'm going to try to keep track of that. And if you're from Guyman and you see Texas County a lot, I want to know if they are wearing them body cams. I might just make a trip there unannounced just so I can do some searching. You did good? There you go. I tried. Christopher, I'm really worried about you. You're going to have to give me a call. I don't know if there's anything I can do to help, but I'll sure try. Listen, Chat GPT can write a lot of stuff. get ChatGPT to help you. You might laugh about that, but ChatGPT is kind of crazy. K. Joe says, not true. I played her in basketball. She was mean. Kind of like now. You had to kiss her butt to be her in her clique. I've never been an ass kisser. Her and I didn't mix well. I get it. Ears are bent listening. Beach Baby says ears are bent listening. Listen, a lot of you, the ones that really follows this channel, you're from the Panhandle. You're from that area. You know. You've lived it. You've lived there all your life. Some of you moved away, but there's never no place like home, right? Never a place like home. It does seem like the small town politics overrules. And again, if any family's watching, man, I would be screaming at the top of my lungs. I would be doing rallies, and I would get that moved out of Guyman. I would push and push and push. Even if you got to go to the Attorney General's office, I would push to get that out of there. I wouldn't just take Buddy Leach telling me, no, we're not moving it, or the judge telling me that. I would be exercising my right to protest, a peaceful protest. Christopher says, I'm not sure what to do. God has not spoken to me yet. Well, God needs to speak to you. Tell you what to do. See what kind of recourse you have. You're going to have to call me and let me know what's going on. Let's see if I can't help you. That's what I got to say about that. The other guy, remember the other guy? They evicted him and he was able to stay. So there's got to be a way for you to be able to stay. I hope. That's what I'm hoping for. Anyway, tomorrow's Friday the 13th. Everybody needs to be extremely careful. Friday the 13th. Is anybody going out tomorrow? Huh? I'm typing something. Let's see. Friday the 13th. This is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I don't usually go anywhere anyway, so it's not a big deal for me, but would I be scared going out on Friday the 13th? It'd be kind of, I'd have to think twice about it. That's for sure. That's for sure. So, found out today that Courtney's funeral is next Thursday. And my daughter said, is there any way you could pick Callie up from school? So I'm probably still going to go to the funeral, but I'm not going to stick around afterwards so that I can take care of the grandbabies. So, and Justified, I sent that to you by text message. So you should have it too. So next Thursday, they're going to put Celebration of Life for Courtney. You'll be working on the 13th? Oh, let's see here. Nope. How are you and Leroy doing, Beach Baby? I know you've been real sick. Hopefully things has turned around. Tried to get her to let me go to the store and get them groceries. They've been horribly sick. Kjo says, I always gave luck on Friday the 13th. Really? Girly Girl says, I got to work Friday the 13th. Oh, thanks. I didn't need that omen also. You got this. Listen, there's a will, there's a way. Have some baby clothes for your grandkids. Thank you. Her grandbaby, he grew too quick. So she's going to give me some clothes to give to the twins. See, Cheyenne says, every time I see something about Tiffany, I see her laughing and jumping around. Like they said, cackling, right? She was cackling. And I know I'm not supposed to hate, but that's one person that I can't stand. Yeah, she's not at the top of my list of liking either. It's just horrible. Kjo says, there was a man named Doug Doffrin, Sr. He shot a man dead in a bar over a pool game. Did 3 years, got out, and became a cop in BC. You know what I'm finding out? I'm finding out that cops in Oklahoma, when they lose their job, it don't matter what it is. They just go find another Oklahoma town to do a job in. I've been watching that Guerrilla Publishing, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Oh, you sent it to Sherry as well? Okay. I wanted to make sure you got it. Beach Baby says they're getting better slowly. Yes, you guys were very sick. Miss Guthrie's been missing for 13 days tomorrow, too, on Friday the 13th. Yeah. Listen, it's a long time to be missing. I don't know that she's still alive. I hope she is. But still, it was in the 80s. Not sure what year, but like Tiffany, his family had dollars and deep ties. Really. You know, when I was following the Johnson County, that California Mike went over that case. Hold on, I got caught for a minute. People were telling me because the guy that they said did it, of course, they had 2 hung juries. His family owned the hardware store there in Johnson City. But I was having people tell me that Tiffany was related to them. Supposedly he's to the people that did it. Supposedly he's in a well somewhere, that California Mike. My nightmare has already started trying to untangle an assload of cords. What kind of cords? What are you talking about? Cords for what? What kind of cords? What kind of cords you talking about? Let's see here. I know a dude in BC that murdered another guy over a drug deal. When they say BC, they're talking about Boise City. What about the guy? Is that the one that was hanging out with the sheriff deputy and she ended up marrying him so that she wouldn't have to testify? Is that the same one? Because I know about that one. Guy committed murder. I thought it was a drug thing, but there was a sheriff deputy that he was involved with, and she ended up marrying him just so she didn't have to testify. Yes, okay, yes. Listen, I'm sure that this stuff happens everywhere, but it seems to happen a lot down there. So, you mean DirecTV? DirecTV, internet and phone? Is that what you're talking about? That's crazy. Get that shit in order. How about that? Get that shit in order, Justified. Get it in order. Okay, let's see here. That's not the one I wanted. See how this Friday the 13th song turned out. I did a Valentine's Day song too. Nope, that ain't it either. Well, heavens to Betsy. Nope. What happened to it? What happened to it? Oh, I didn't hit create. That's why I didn't hit create. But that's the way you need it. Yep, starting spring cleaning this week, and it's kicking my butt. Well, have fun with that. Listen, I mopped the floors yesterday. That's a plus for me. That is a plus for me. Let's see here. I'm going to put this on. Let's see how this song turned out. I do have a Valentine's Day song that I'm going to play on the way out. Let's see how this turned out.
Friday the 13th. Calendar flip, red circle around the day. People say it's bad luck, I just laugh it away. Black cats crossing, mirrors on the wall. But I've been through worse, I ain't scared at all. They say don't walk under ladders, don't tempt fate, but I dance with storms and I still feel great. It's Friday the 13th, bring it on. Bad luck's knocking, but I'm too strong. Every scar made me who I am. I don't fear numbers, I fear no man. Friday the 13th, still rise, turning all the darkness into light. Broken roads, dead and sleepless nights.
We're not done. Hey, Joe, we're not done.
But I still fight. Superstitions can't hold my soul. I got faith in my heart, that's my control. If luck is real, then I made my own. Built from pain, turned into stone. It's Friday the 13th, bring it on. Bad luck's knocking, but I'm too strong. Every scar made me who I am. I don't fear numbers, I fear no man. Friday the 13th, I still rise, turning all the darkness into light. Maybe it's cursed, maybe it's blessed. Depends how you carry the weight on your chest. I've survived things luck never could, so I stand right here like I always should. It's Friday the 13th, look at me, still standing, still breathing free. If this is the day fate tries its hand, I'll shake it off and take a stand. Friday the 13th, no fear inside. This is my day, I was born to survive. So light the candle, light the candle. Let shadows lead, let shadows lead. Even bad days, don't know what I mean. Friday the 13th, remember the name. I don't run from luck, I changed the game.
There you go. That actually was pretty good. That was pretty good. So Pedro says the amount of CIs that are criminals that they let out of jail to work undercover is insane. That's how my son got killed. That boy worked for the school with 4 felonies. He hung himself, sadly. Listen, I've got 2 people that's been calling me here lately. And same thing. They were supposed to be doing a controlled buy with Kevin McIntyre. And at the last minute, they didn't do it, and they've been getting harassed. So why are they using so many CIs in that area? I mean, it's such a small area to have to use CIs anyway, right? I thought everybody knew everybody's business down there. Why do they need CIs? Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. Have a beautiful day. Love that jam. Jay Thomas from Greeley, Colorado says, great song. Beach Baby says, I love the candles. Hawkeye says, sorry I'm late. It's all right. It's all right. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Oh, so the other thing I was going to share with you guys. I shared it the other day. And I got my kit today. And when I say my kit, let me show you. Let me show you. You can just Google search. Hold on. You can Google search Narcan. That's what I did. Just, what was it, Tuesday? Tuesday I did it. Check this out. Let's see here. View the channel. Let's go to posts. I got my kit today. And this here is the Narcan. It gave me 2 deals of Narcan. And then this green thing is a mouthpiece for you to give mouth to mouth so you don't have to touch. It's a mouthpiece. It's pretty cool. And it was all free. There's the mouthpiece. I took it out so you could see it. But this is Narcan nasal spray. They gave me 2. And then they gave me some Think Twice drink spike mix. And this xylene test strip, harm reduction use. And then here's a fentanyl drug test. If you think you've been somehow got into contact with fentanyl. Anyway, it's pretty cool. So I would suggest, I think everybody should carry it. I carry it in my cars. You never know when you'll have to use it. As bad as fentanyl is, I mean, think back to the days when people did cocaine so much. They used dollar bills, $20, you name it. Whatever bill they had, that's what they used. Don't think for a minute they're not doing that with fentanyl too. I'm sure they're rolling it up and sniffing it that way too. So, I mean, you could very well have it on your dollar bills or any bill and get it on your hands. I don't give my grandkids money anymore. I used to give them money. Not anymore. Scares the hell out of me. That fentanyl scares the hell out of me. It should scare you too. But you just never know when you're going to need it. They do. Very cool. Yes, it was very cool. Yes, Narcan saves lives, and it's free. There's all you got to do is just Google search Narcan in Oklahoma. I just filled out the email and my address Tuesday, and I got it today in a package. It will save a life, and you never know when you're going to use it, when you're going to need it. It is awesome. Did you write or call someone? My kits are still good, but they go outdated. I just Googled Narcan, but I will tell you that I filled out the thing the other day just from Googling it, but it came from Safe Streets of Wichita. But when I go down there on Sunday to feed the homeless, I'll pick you up some. But yeah, you can get it free. Yes, it'll save a life. This is crazy. Yes, carry hand sanitizer. That fentanyl is the devil. It is the devil. And I don't think hand sanitizer is going to do it. Better have some of that Narcan with you. That's awesome. The education for folks rock. Yeah, I went over it Tuesday and showed you where to go. But again, it's just Google it. Google free Narcan. If you're in Oklahoma, free Narcan in Oklahoma, free Narcan in Kansas, free Narcan in Colorado, and they'll ship it to you. Absolutely, they'll ship it to you. If you have a problem with it, let me know, and I'll help you. Everyone have a good night. I have to go now. Prayers to all, prayers to you. Shame it's one drug after another. Yes, it is. Well, they've got even a stronger one that's it's a horse tranquilizer that they're doing now. Listen, it takes so many lives. And unfortunately for Courtney, they was able to use Narcan, but she refused to go to the hospital and she died not too long after that. That's the sad thing about Narcan, because what it does is it blocks the opiates for about 30 to 90 minutes, it says. Then after that, I mean, you got to have some help. But she refused to go to the hospital because they actually did save her. But you know, my old tattooist, same thing. He was hooked on fentanyl and he OD'd. They saved him so many times to the point that there was a time when he didn't get saved. So now I will tell you, oh, you're talking about the, let me tell you, again, go watch Tuesday, because my daughter even said it today. She said, well, what if they're not having an opiate episode and you give them Narcan? Narcan will not hurt them. If it's not opiates, it won't stop the blockers, okay? It won't do nothing, but it can't hurt them. So always, you know, if in question, just use it. It can't hurt them. Yes, Murphy used that on his wife to unalive her. It's very possible. Listen, eye drops even do that. Holy cow. Nona says, love and light to you all. I'm praying for the addicts out there, not in recovery, but lost in their disease. God protect them this night. That's right. Amen. There's so many too. And listen, opiates seem to be so addicting. It's absolutely so addicting. It's just horrible. It's absolutely horrible. But anyway, if anybody has a problem getting Narcan, get with me and I'll help you fill it out. Every state has them where you can get them free. So they'll send you a couple. And like I said, I got all these test kits and everything. So it's a bonus. I don't have anybody that goes out where they need to check their drink, but I thought it was cool that they gave it to them. Okay, we've been on here an hour and 9 minutes, so we're fixing to get off of here. And we're going to play you that Valentine's Day song. Hope it's good. Hope it's good. Much love to everybody, and we'll see you Tuesday. Unless something comes up over the weekend or I can go live. Other than that, definitely see you Tuesday. Everybody have those that or celebrate Valentine's Day. Hope you have a great Valentine's Day celebrating. Those that just is another normal day, I hope you have a great day too. Much love to everybody.
Lights up bright and the speakers ignite. Rock Chalk family, feel the love tonight. Hearts on fire, yeah, the whole place loud. Weekend freedom and we're shouting it proud. Hands in the air, let the good times roll. Every voice, every heart, every soul. Happy Valentine's. Sing it out strong. Rock Chalk family, where we all belong. Through the noise, through the dark, through it all, we stand tall. This love right here gonna outlast it all. Red sky glow and the rhythm won't fade. Laughs and memories in the plans we made. No stress, no fear, just the weekend vibe. Rock Chalk family in a unity tribe. Hey. Oh, hear the crowd call back. Oh, feel the heartbeat track. Side by side and we rise, no fall. Rock Chalk family, love conquers all. Happy Valentine's. Let the anthem sing it free. Every voice together sing. Rock Chalk family, let the echo say. Rock Chalk love gonna lead the way. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Rock Chalk love gonna lead